Let's do it.
All right, so we got another dash cam up in here. This is the Z Edge S3 Stealth Dual Lens Car Camera. It's basically a front and rear dash cam, man. 150-degree field of view, loop recording, motion detecting, parking mode, simultaneously recording in HD, and some other stuff. So let's just open the box. Let's just get into it. What you waiting on, man? Now it actually feels like a lot of stuff is in this box. That's pretty substantial. Okay, man, this is bigger than I expected it to be. That's what she said. I cracked myself up, man. Seriously, this is a lot bigger than I expected it to be. Okay, so we got, this is the camera lens right here. Does it swivel? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. And then you got your micro USB. That is awesome. Dude, I'm so glad this is micro USB. A lot of the dash cams I've reviewed are just the regular USB, the mini. And who uses that cable anymore? Then you got an SD card slot, looks like some speakers right here, a reset button, and this is where your mount goes for your windshield. Oh wait, and then you got an AV in, and look at that screen. Okay, and then you got an interface that's actually kind of intuitive and easy to touch. Okay, I broke it. Okay, let's just get into the rest of the box. Wow, I'm kind of impressed so far. Okay, that's a lot of cable. So this is so you can run it. Oh, okay, I get it. That's what that AV deal is for. You stick it in there, and then you run it to the back of your car because you've got your rear view camera right here. So this is, you can actually stick this onto your window or your windshield, or if you want to do it like pro style, you can run the cable, drill a hole through your trunk, and then you can have this on your license plate. But wait a minute. I don't know if this is, no, this is not outdoor. No, you can't use this outdoors. So you need to run this through your windshield. So you would tape it up on the back of your windshield and then pull it out that way. And that way you can see out the windshields, because I see holes right here and this is not for outside use. You take this through the car wash and you are done. So you got a tool that helps you run the wires. Okay. They have won me over. I have never gotten a tool that helps you run the wire. So you can pry through the A-pillars or the door sills to get that wire in there and hide it. Nice look, oh my God. And this is a really, really long micro USB cable. Good night. They have given you everything and another micro USB cable. They are, oh my God. They give you a memory card too. Man, this is the full metal jacket right here. 16 gig memory card. What is this? Okay, so these are the mounts. You get two of them, cool. So you get two mounts and they go in here and then you just twist and lock. Is that how that works? Something ain't working right. Let me see. Ah, there we go. All right, so you twist and lock just like that and it won't come out. All right, that's pretty fly. So you just twist it out and it comes out. Okay, and what is this? Oh yeah, so yes, they give you everything you need. It's a dual port USB charger. Wow. I'm really just impressed with the value of this product. So you got some cable management deals right here to run those wires with. And then last but not least, you got some paperwork and instructions. Okay, you won me over already. That is a lot of stuff. Let's just bring it over here. All right, so everything's here. You shouldn't need to go to the store for nothing. So let's power this thing on, see if it has any type of battery power in it. Usually they have some type of capacitor or a small battery that'll hold a charge for a couple of minutes. But I see nothing here. So we either need to charge it for a while or we need to just hardwire it in. So let's go.
A few moments later.
All right, it's raining outside, so I decided not to install it just yet, but we can go through some of the features. So with the help of the world's longest USB cord, I got this thing plugged up. And I've also got the rear camera plugged up. So you're about to see some stuff. Let's go ahead and turn it on. As you can see, when you turn it on, I think it starts recording immediately. Okay, so it's got picture in picture. Can you see me? Okay, I'm upside down. Let me, oh, that's super cool. Okay, so I'm looking at myself while I'm looking at the table. This is the rear camera right here. As you can see, it's got the picture in picture. And they're both going, man. So that does work. And this screen is definitely large enough to see what you need to see as far as a rear view cam. But let's stop recording. Let's put that camera to the side right there. Let's go through some of these features. So here's the menu. You got this is your interface buttons right here. You do not have a touchscreen. So this is all your interface, but it's very intuitive. The buttons are where they should be. They match up with the screen very nicely. So we got resolution here. Now, when the rear camera is plugged up, you only get 1080-30 and 1080-30 on both cameras. But if you unplug, let's go ahead and see if we can unplug real quick. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, so let's it gives you a countdown. Okay, that's cool. So let's unplug the rear camera and see if that changes. Let's toggle. Okay, go back into the menu. Okay, so now, did you see it change there? Now it gives you 1080p at 60 frames a second. Let's go in here and look at all the options. We got 1080p at 30. We got 2304 at 1296 at 30. And then it continues to 720p at 60 frames a second. Then it continues at 720p at 60 frames a second, 30 and 120. So let's just go ahead and get out of here. But how do you do that? Let's go back. That's the back button as well. So we'll go to the screen display so we can have the option to do the front camera. Well, let me turn on the rear camera again. All right, so let's plug that in there and then we will go back. So now we should have the option for the front camera. Well, hold on, is it in? No, it's not in. So now we should have the option of the front camera or the rear camera or picture in picture. So you can have just the front camera, just the rear camera, or picture in picture. I like the picture in picture. That's pretty cool. Then we have loop recording from 3 to 5 minutes. Then we have audio recording. Let's go ahead and hit OK because I want to record some audio. And then we have exposure compensation, date stamp language, date and time. That way you can set all that good stuff. You can have the key tone. So this beeping that's happened, you can either turn it on or off. You got the startup chime, device auto off, LCD auto off, the timer. Then you got your flicker settings and stuff like that. Then you can restore the default settings. But there's another menu here. Wow, that's a lot of stuff, man. You got drive time warning. Let's go in here. So I guess if you've been driving a long time, it'll warn you that you've been driving for too long. So that's a 2-hour driving warning. So let's just keep that right there. Low light warning. Not sure what that is. I guess I have no idea. Motion detection. So this thing will detect motion. So if you're in a parking lot or something like that, you have parking mode as well. We'll leave that off right now. And then you got G sensor sensitivity. You can set it from low to normal to high and off. Let's set it at normal. We'll hit OK, and now it's at normal. We'll hit OK, and then you got this back button right here. So we'll go back. Okay, now you can see my face. So let's go into some of these home screen settings. So on the home screen, you got a play button right here. And you can play back your normal files or your emergency files. So emergency files, that's when your G sensor gets triggered and then this thing just started automatically recording, and then it kind of just locks what it recorded so it can't be erased on a loop recording. So that's nice to have. Then you got photos and stuff like that. Let's see if there's anything else. Nope, that's it. Let's go back. So then you have, you can just snap a picture right here on the fly just by pressing that button right there. Then you have a mute as well. So let's hit record, which is that one right there. So it's recording, and now we have a mute button. Now I want the sound on, and right there it's X'd out. So now it's not. And I see it happening up here as well. So I'm not sure which one is the sound on or the sound off. Maybe this is sound off. It's giving me the option. And then, yeah, okay, so right now the sound is off because it's X'd out right there at the top. So you hit it again and then it switches. The sound is recording as I speak right now. So that was a little confusing, but now you know. Then it also tells you up top your time that you've been recording and also what resolution you're recording in. Then you got your 5-minute loop recording right there. And I'm not sure what this little guy walking is. I'm not really sure what that is. We'll have to figure that out in the instructions at some point. And it does tell you that it is plugged in. So this thing is not charged up, but like I said, you do get somewhat of a charge on here. Now you can't use this thing by itself without having it plugged in. It just has a small battery in here that'll keep it alive for a few seconds after it's been unplugged. That way it can record any kind of last second footage and it won't be lost. So as far as the walk around, that's all you got. Oh, one more thing. So you see that kind of emergency looking button right there? That's there just in case something bad happens and you need to record immediately and not lose the footage because it'll be locked in place and it won't be recorded over during the loop recording. So I'm not sure if the rain has stopped or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing in my car and we'll go outside and get some footage. All right, guys, I just sat at this long ass light. Good Lord, that was a long light. Anyways, we're running some errands, man, and I just wanted to show y'all some footage. Right now I got both cameras running, the front and the rear, so hopefully everything's coming out. You should, if everything goes well, then you should have 2 video files to choose from with the audio synced, so that should be pretty cool. So what I'm thinking about right now is it gives you the option to use either the front camera only or the rear camera only, or you can have picture in picture on this big screen I got here. I just thought about this, man. I was looking at it as I was backing up and it acts as a backup cam. So you could have a full-time backup cam if you wanted to, if you just select the rear camera only option. So that's just something you could play around with. But once again, if you are using the dual screen, the picture-in-picture, and running both cameras at the same time, it will only allow the highest resolution to go to 1080p at 30 frames per second. Now, one more thing before I forget, since it's daytime right now, I do not think this thing has night vision at all, but it does have a warning when the lights get low or when it gets dark outside and it's too dark. It'll flash like a headlight on the screen, and it's basically a low light warning, letting you know that you need to turn on your headlights or something like that. So I'll try to take some footage later on this evening after it gets dark, just to see how the low light footage works, since it doesn't have like infrared or night vision, just so you can see how things are going to look for you in the nighttime. Okay guys, I just got my low light warning. I'm pulling away from my studio, and this is what nighttime driving looks like. So from what I'm actually seeing on the LCD screen right here, it looks pretty good. I mean, we'll see how the video actually turns out, but from what I'm seeing on the screen, it's pretty good as long as my headlights are on. Now once the headlights go off, totally different story, because it's basically what you would see with your headlights off in real life, which is darkness. But it seems like as long as you got your headlights on, you'll be good to go. As far as what you see in the back, on the back camera right now, it's pretty much pitch black back there, which explains a lot. But we'll see the real deal about this camera once I attach this footage to the rest of the video. Look, I ain't no expert in this kind of stuff, but I kind of dig this camera, man. I think I might start using this one because I'm not much of a night driver anyways. And I really like the fact that it has the front and the rear view, and I like the interface of it, and I like the way it kind of just, you know, sits up here in the windshield. It's just easy to use. It's much easier to use than all of my other dash cams. So I think I might be using this one for a while. I'll go ahead and tuck the wires in, get it all straightened out. So if you're in the market for a dash cam, I say this one is worth a shot. But before y'all get out of here, y'all make sure you tap on that like button and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all at the next one.